Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's stream. So it's Saturday, the 6th of May. We had Star Wars week. Happy 4th, May the 4th, with everyone. So that was a bit of that was Thursday. So, yeah, if you're into Star Wars, happy Star Wars Day for Thursday. So, welcome to the stream. So, tonight we're going to do a bit more work on the TT build. So if you remember last week, we started on the embankment for the back of the layout. So all it is a bit of foam board, sculpted mode over the top. It was a bit bumpy, so I've just used a bit of polyfiller, go over the top, smoothed it out somewhat, took away some of the lumps and bumps, smoothed it out a bit. So I'm going to do a bit more work on that tonight. So the plan with it is just to give it a quick coat of raw lumber to start with. So I don't make too much more of a mess on my desk. I'll just get some an old serviette. So what's everyone been up to? We've got 2 people watching. So like I said, feel free to join the chat, have a say hello, say who you are. I said just get involved and join in. So I'm just going to give... So just change cameras so you can see what I've done. I've just got the paint and just chucked it on the... So I'm just going to give this a really whack this on here. Probably got too much paint, but being plaster, it doesn't probably cover the best. But I'm just giving it a quick coat, really, just so if I do get any chips or anything like that on there, it's sort of hopefully you'll see paint and not sort of white. So that's been the quickest coat of paint I've ever done in my life. And there you go, that's that done. Hello Craig, how you doing? Hello Steve. Sorry for some. I hope you're protecting your head, Craig, from the sun. I don't want you coming back with sunstroke or a bad head. So yeah, just give it a quick coat of brown paint. Like I said, just the cheap, the range acrylic paints. So what we'll do, let this dry off. If it dries off quick enough, oh, sorry, well, let's not just go for it. It's all wet. What we'll do is just going to... So this is post crease. So all I'm going to do now is... give it a quick... So just all it is post crease. Get some paper. I do. So just some paper on there. And all I'm going to do is, if I can pick this up without getting covered in it. Just shake this onto there. So there's my base. So that's for the base for the scenery. So again, we've got some fine turf there. We're going to have some soil somewhere. Again, more fine turf. So all I'm going to do is going to use the different colours just to add to the just sprinkle it on. Same with the fine turf. Oh, don't tell Martin, Craig. You're getting me in the doghouse. You tell Martin I'm using Woodland Scenics. So just again, just to give it a bit of a colour breakup. But it's just really just all I want to do is really give it the base colours, the base. So when I start applying static grass, WWF static grasses, just to give it something to some texture. So it gives it a nice sort of soil basis to work from. So that's all done. So I've got the paint. I painted it. It's still obviously brown. Obviously paint is there. So what I'm going to do is give that a misting. Bit of a misting with some water. And what I've got then is I've got a mixture of just the basing glue, just watered down basing glue. And again, just again, just like you do ballasting, just drop it on. That should hopefully get everything to bite, stick down, glue down, fix in place. And this is really thin down mixture, it's probably more water than glue, but just enough to hold where everything's being fixed in place. How are we doing? There you go. Now, dude, that should be enough glue on there now just to and that's my first job for tonight done. So we've worked on the got the basics done for the embankment now. So again, really got to let this dry, go off before I start doing static grass. Yeah, I could apply the static grass over the top, but then I'd end up with quite a thick grass. I want it to be a bit more patchy and sort of build up the layers a bit slower. So using different textures of grass. So I'm going to let that dry before I go on to the next thing, because otherwise the whole thing will just be grass. And I want some of that soil, the exposed soil, to come through. So put this to one side, let it dry. Get some kitchen towel. And again, just try and have a bit of a clean up. Get rid of some of that glue residue. So what's next for tonight? So the next thing we're going to look at is some of the Westall Wagon Works bits I've got for the layout. So we've got all these need priming, so I'm going to use just a grey primer through my airbrush. So you've got a pack of AWS magnets and ramps. So you've got ones for dual. So I think that's for dual running lines, but yeah, what we'll do, we'll give them a quick coat of primer. Hopefully the detail will start to pop out with those. I've got, what else we got? Got some mail bags, so again, give them a coat of primer, and then that'll look quite nice on the platform. So again, yep. So get them primed. You've got some brute trolleys. Again, look really smart. So again, get some primer on that. That was good. What else have I got? Wheelchair ramps. So again, so they probably need a bit of work done to them, so I'll leave them for now, I think. Hello Ian, how you doing? Thanks for joining tonight. Again, that's a mail trolley, so again that'd be a good thing to sort of get primed up and so I'll try and get one of these off the support without doing too much damage. Yeah, that's that come off the sprue. That's a really nice small piece there. Got some newspaper stands. No, these are Westall Wagon Works. So these are all TT scale. So yeah, there's the newspaper platform stands. So we've got some newspapers and we've got some the actual stands themselves. So again, I'll try and, if I can separate them into two, I might be able to I'll spray them on the I don't know if how well they'll separate, but try and do it without sort of breaking them off. Perfect. So yeah, we've got two pieces. So I've got those I can spray, and I've got the newspapers I can spray. So that keeps it nice and simple. What else have we got? So TPWS again, just give them a primer coat. So it's all the little things that you can add to the track just to give it a bit more detail. Again, that's something else. That's a mobile scooter, and personally, I need to really do that off camera and concentrate. And platform tugs, again, I think I'll do them off camera. So we've got a few bits I can just, we'll get these primed to start with. So I've got my airbrush. I'm going to use Tamiya XF54, which is my normal go-to primer. So I've got is one of these to hold the items, airbrush. So give your needle a very quick clean with the I've got some Mr. Collar thinners, so it's a lacquer thinner, just to give the needle a quick wipe because it was sticking slightly. So again, me probably not cleaning it properly, but that should solve all the problems. Yeah, it's all working fine. Cut back on that before I knock it over, which is my normal thing to do. So I just whack some airbrush cleaner through my airbrush. Yeah, it's all fine. So, like I said, XF54, just a basic grey paint. Tiny bit of S28 just to thin the paint, very slightly. Just want to take the edge off. It's an old paintbrush, give it a whiz in, mix it round. And all we're going to do is pick up the items we're going to do. So start with these trolleys. All we're going to do is give it a quick. Ideally, the ideal way was to do them individually off the take them off, but they're going to be very difficult to sort of grip and hold off the off this. So we'll do that for now. We'll see how they look. Got these as well, so again I'm going to try and do this one, just pick it up if I can. So again, nice, just primed it. So whatever colour I decide to paint it, that will paint really nice. Now it's got a primer coat on. So again, put it out of the way. Next piece, I'm going to do these TPWS ramps. So again, I think you probably need one of these, but it doesn't hurt to prime beforehand. To prime them all up. They're all ready to go then whenever and if ever I need them. That's them primed up. AWS ramps, again the same, just the mail or newspaper trays. And the stacks of papers, which would definitely have to be probably be white, but again, to give a quick coat of primer. Ideally, if you're going to do white, I should use a white primer, but I don't want to get. I've got the grey paint on the go, so I might as well use it. something else I need to do is I need to got some rabbits there which I need to prime. So well, yeah, brush out. I want to use them. Oh no, sheep. I've got rabbits somewhere. Maybe the one that says rabbits on might be a good idea. So these are the O-gauge ones for the O-gauge project. So these are a bit bigger. Again, this is the so again, we'll just give them a coat of primer. Looking good. So I was looking to see if anything else I can prime while I've got the paint out. I think I've done everything that I need to do. I've got some Model U figures. I might do them as well. So again, delivery from Model U, and that's come recently. So this is what you get in the packaging. I've had a couple of purchases. Again, I'm not the best person painting figures. There's far better people out there than me. The likes of Dan Everson, but I can get the primer anyway. So I don't want to take too much off the base because I want to keep the base there if I can. So I've got some to stand him on for painting. So definitely moving away from TT at the moment, but I've got this guy fishing. So he's going to go in the river. Plan. I think I've just cut the fishing rod out of his hand. That's me being special. So yeah, just completely ignore what I've just done. I've just destroyed part of the Like anyone's probably watching this is probably cringing at me just snapping stuff away. Alan, I hope you're not watching this. There you go. So there's me, fisherman missing a fishing rod. But if we can, I think that's going to be somewhere in the box. So if we can find it, there you go. It's very, very delicate. So I think I'm going to use a blade on this one. Just try and chop it off and hopefully I don't do any more damage. So there's my fisherman. There he is. So what we're going to do is try and glue the fishing rod back on, if I can do it. It's going to be fun because my eyesight's not great, but we'll give it a go. I've got some super glue. Somewhere I've got some kicker, so hopefully between the two it'll be enough to be able to fix it. Okay, I wish I could, but it's tiny. I've just got to get it to stick to anything but my finger. As you can see, it's not, my eyesight's not great, and yeah, it's me being clumsy and rushing in without sort of looking at what I'm doing. Try this way. It's one of the things, once you get it sort of in position, I don't want to sort of move it too much. It's not perfect, but I think that will do. Okay, so it's on. And everything we got is some sheep. So the ones are on the back and lying down. I think I need to get off the so these are going to have the Model U, the WWS Sam Jones effect with the static grass. But what I need to do is I need to get the prime one first. And again, because I've got the primer out, I might as well give them a prime coat. Phone's a bit drunk. So I've just got those two, which I'm going to leave. I'll leave because I'm on the sprue. I'm going to leave them. They're sitting down, so I'm going to leave them sort of on the carriers. So I've got those. So that's Model U sheep. So again, just going to use these things just to give it something to hold, and give them again just a primer coat. So these are row gauge. The Model U sheep, and I've got someone fishing. So this is for the 7mm project I'm working on. Just so I've got some paint left in me airbrush. I might as well give them a primer coat at the same time. So these are going to be on the 7mm layout I'm building for Uh, it's going to be at Worley in November, hopefully, on the club stand, but it should be finished at Motherwell, Scotland next February. So that's the plan. I've got the paperwork on the computer now. I've just got to fill it in, but I've got the official invite now, so yeah, I can tell you it's going to happen. So anyone's going to Motherwell, Scotland next year, come and say hello. I will be there. Just must use this. Anyone want to take a bet if Andy's in the pub? If he's not on tonight, he's bound to be in the pub, isn't he? I know, funny all day, so that's my gut, is he's in the pub. So all I'm using is masking tape, just to a bit like double solid sellotape, just to fix the legs down to the piece of tissue on my board. Drop the feet on, and then I can paint them. This is just giving primer coat. There you go, them out of the way. Get the fisherman back in. Fishing rod's gone all over the place again, so I think that's going to be another attempt at gluing it in a moment. Yeah, it's going flying. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to stay there for long. I think I'm going to have to have another play with that once it's the paint's dry. Yeah, it's fell. It's gone somewhere. I've probably got 2 hopes of finding that, and one is Bob. But if not a piece, if I had to find a piece, I can put a piece of rod on it, a bit of brass on it, or something like that. There you go. I don't realise that isn't that bad. So I've just found it. So I put it there. So there's Fisherman. So it looks really nice detail. Again, I'm going to have fun painting him. I don't like figure painting, but at least he's got a primer coat on now. We'll go for no. Yeah, I want some fish. I spoke to Martin about some fish. Because I obviously did that diorama a couple of years ago with the fishing in the river with the eagle. So I'm waiting to see if Martin can get some more of those little fish to put inside. If anyone's watching his latest diorama series, I think he's hoping to have fish on that. So I'm gonna have to see what I can get out of him. But it'd be nice because he's going to go in the stream here, river here on the 7mm. I'm not sure if you can see on the other camera. So just there. So behind the trees where the bridge is, there's a river there. So the fishing's going to go somewhere by the caravan park, probably the other side by the caravan park. I'm not sure yet, but the water's going to go through. So it's going to be, it's not going to be really deep. It's going to be, but yeah, we're going to have some water. I've got some resin to pour once I've got the fisherman in. So what else can I do tonight? So we've got that now. So it's still a bit damp, so I don't really want to start doing static grass while that's still damp. In terms of the bridge, the road surface, we done the pavement last week, so I've cleaned that up with the cotton buds, so it just wipes off the washes. So this was a dark dirt wash mainly and some grey. So it's a flory wash which works really well. So you just paint it on, let it dry, let it go dry off, and then you just go in and take it off the surface and just leave it ingrained into the into the gaps between the slabs. Obviously different shades of grey used for the slabs just to give it a bit of contrasting colours, variation, but after the wash goes on it looks really smart. So you got your drain pipes and down pipes which are going to go one there, one further over. Still haven't ordered the lights, so I need to get the lights before I go too mad with that. So there we are with that. What else can I do? So I'm really struggling for things to do now because waiting for stuff to dry. So I think I'm going to call that an end to the video for tonight. So I've done a bit of priming on the 7mm stuff. So what we've done tonight, we had a quick look at some TT Westhill Wagon Works 3D printed items. So they've all been primed. I need to let that dry properly before I go in with the colours. So next week we'll go in with the colours and painting those up, and we'll get them sorted out. We can work on the embankment, so I can show you that on the. So if we bring this back up. I was going to drop it into there, but it's still a bit damp and wet, and I end up making a mess of me making a mess. So that's not really changed since the last time you've seen it. So we can work on that. So come back next week. We'll get a bit more done. Hopefully get these painted up. Try and get the platform, the station building maybe finished, at least ready to paint. So hopefully get that done. Hopefully I'll get some lights ordered from somewhere for the platforms, the road and the platforms, so we can get that done, at least get that wired up. So yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for thanks for everything, and we'll see you next week.